I don't think there was any particular moment that made me decide to be a scientist. I think rather it was kind of a slow progression towards the idea because initially I was scared that it would be a stable career. I heard that there was difficulty finding funding and that faculty positions were really competitive. And so even though I was concerned, I still wanted to try it out because I really enjoyed being in the labs that I volunteered in undergrad. So I joined the postbac program at WashU in St. Louis to make it my full-time job for 2 years to see if it was something for me. And I'm really glad I did because the postbac program, by the end of it, I was in love with the job. Like I would literally walk into the lab and like put my arms in the air. And then I would tell like my undergrad friend, like, I love working. And as like ridiculous and unrealistic as that sounded, like I was doing that. So I was really in love with how much independence I got in the lab. My PI was fantastic as a mentor. She really guided me through my projects rather than like delegating all my tasks minutely. And so I got to make a lot of decisions about what I read or like what I did at the bench day to day. I was also really inspired by this other PI in our department, Mark Warshall. He is about 35 years into his career in the auditory field, so he just knows so much. But what inspires me more than his like knowledge about the field is the way that he thinks about scientific questions. When I'm in the room listening to him talk, sometimes I'm just going like, huh, I never thought about it like that. Like he makes these connections between the like field context and then like the techniques that we have available to answer those questions that he has. And so I want to just become a scientist like Mark Warshall. Like I want to have those same kind of thought processes. And I think at NYU, by learning under Dr. Jin Kim Montclair, I would be able to achieve that in an area of interest to me.